Do you act too impulsively, derailing the missions of your life? Welcome to the Daily Devo. I am Vince Miller. Now, this week, Saul is once again on the hunt for David, determined to capture and kill him. He's got some new knowledge of David's whereabouts, so he's assembled a hardened army of 3,000 men for one guy. Under the cover of darkness, they kind of slip in and lie in wait, encamped near the last known location of David's men. As evening draws near, the plot thickens, and what will unfold next? We will find out in verses 5 through 8 today. Then David arose and came to the place where Saul had encamped. So a little covert mission here. And David saw the place where Saul lay with Abner, the son of Ner, the commander of his army. Just quick pause here. David is not sleeping with Abner in the sense that we understand sleeping. He's just lying close to him, okay, just to clarify. Saul was lying within the encampment while the army was encamped around him. So the picture we have here is Saul is sleeping in the middle of all of his soldiers, which would have been typical when they were traveling. Then David said to Ahimelech the Hittite, one of his hired guys, and to Joab's brother Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, who will go down with me into the camp to Saul. And Abishai said, I will go down with you. So David and Abishai went to the army by night. And there lay Saul sleeping within the encampment with his spear stuck in the ground at his head, and Abner and the army laying around him. Then Abishai said to David, God has given your enemy into your hand this day. Now, please let me pin him to the earth with one stroke of the spear, and I will not strike him twice. David is a fearless man, is he not? I mean, this guy is just fearless. But don't forget, he knows Saul. He knows the warriors of Israel. He knows their tactics and the opportune time to infiltrate their ranks. They're exhausted from a very long trip and very tired, and David knows that this is the opportune time to gain some intelligence that could aid him in understanding his next move. So David and Abishai go on a fast and furious covert mission. Sounds exhilarating, doesn't it? Now, what David does here is how every believer should attack sin in their lives. Like David, we should never rush headlong into battle without gathering a battle buddy and some intelligence for the challenge. Abishai's eagerness to take immediate action can be really tempting, yet it serves as a warning to the eager who want to just throw the spear. When we act too quickly, driven by impulsive emotions or the allure of immediate victory, we often risk losing sight of the bigger mission, thus winning a battle and losing a war. We win a battle and lose a war, and you have been there before. We may even find ourselves, after this, trapped and surrounded, holding a spear of sin in our hands. And you have been there just as much as I have. So David's mission is clear. Gather intelligence, understand God's will, and then take action. Gather intelligence first, understand God's will, and then take action. One consistent lesson David has taught us in all his years of running from Saul is to not act impulsively. He gathers intelligence, understands God's will, and then takes action, which is exactly what we should do. So today, I want you to actually do the same before reacting or responding to any challenge in your life. First, gather a little bit of intelligence about the situation. Second, take a moment to pray and ask God for insight into the problem. If you have time, maybe it would be good to journal your thoughts or pray aloud with a battle buddy or write out the pros and cons and then consult God's word. If you don't have time like this, just shoot up one of those, what I call silent shotgun prayers. The ones that you say really quickly in your head before you respond, like, God, I need your help right now. And do your best in the heat of the moment to align your actions with God's will. You know, in the battlefield of life, don't let impulse be your spear. Gather wisdom and aim true before you strike. I love you guys. I pray this has blessed you today. If it has, please share it with someone else. And I'll see you right back here again.